Alright. Yo, what up, everyone? Welcome back to my YouTube, Rumble, Twitch, and Kick channels. It's been a while. I apologize. I want to steadily continue learning Boot.Dev. I mean Python through Boot.Dev. I want to get all of this done as quickly as possible. I am still going to college, university, whatever, and I got homework to do. So caught up to the pretty much the all my homework for the week except one assignment that's due on Sunday. I'm probably gonna do that either later on today or tomorrow, like turn it in, and then I gotta study for finals and shit. But anyways, other than that, I had a nice big breakfast. Got my eggs with some vegetables in there. Some let's see, let's see, eggs. Put some tomato, some onion. I grilled the onion, the tomato, and mushrooms first, and then I put in eggs, scrambled it, and then I made some sausage patties. So yeah, had that and a nice cup of coffee. I got my soda here and my water. Okay, gotta hydrate. Anyways, let's get on with the lesson. I also added another scene. I call this the selfie scene. So I do have to get back to working out. So I'll be using the selfie scene whenever I take a little break. Like if I'm falling asleep, need a workout, get my dumbbells or do some push-ups, and I'll let you guys see me actually doing what I say I'm gonna do. If I say I'm gonna do it, that means I'm gonna do it. If not, I lied. Anyways, screen. Alright. Let's see. You guys can hear me, hopefully. And let me put on my desktop audio. Turn this on, just in case there's a video in the lesson. And let's see where I am at. Here's my dashboard. Boot.Dev. Let's see my notifications. I lost my streak. Yeah, I know. I can't maintain the streak because I'm busy as shit. Learn to code in Python. I am on chapter 6, halfway done. Next is comparisons, loops, lists, dictionaries, sets, errors, and practice, and then quiz. Then I'll be done with this course and then learn Linux. Although I do have Arch Linux already installed. Thank you, basically AI, for helping me get through that. And the Arch Linux, freaking website. If you guys want to install it, let's see, you guys still have Windows or Mac OS or whatever. If you have a normal PC and you guys want to learn how to install it, it'll only take you guys about 24 minutes, about an hour, I would say maximum. If you guys want to see me struggle and suffer through it, I have my playlist right here for you guys to see. Now, my first install was basically bull crap. So the first is just me like suffering and not getting anything done. Second day, I came back and had to redo everything, and then figured out how I was actually gonna stream because I have like all my streaming stuff on my PC. I had it on Windows and I got rid of Windows, so now I'm stuck. So I had to before I gave away my gaming laptop, the Alienware 17, whatever, I gave it to my nephew, and I basically had to install software, OBS and stuff, so I could live stream me installing stuff on this computer. Anyways, that's this right here. I installed it the manual way, so that's why it took me damn near 7 hours to complete all the way through. And let's see, Arch Linux from gamer to engineer. Post install is just a bunch of stuff that I added afterwards to make it better. Let's see, Arch Linux virtualization, KVM, KMU Windows. This is basically me installing a virtual machine on my new Arch Linux KDE Plasma setup. So I installed basically a virtual manager, and within that virtual machine, I installed Windows 10, and then within that, I got Visual Studio, and then that's how I get my homework done for a bunch of my classes where there's yeah, you're basically forced to use Microsoft Visual Studio, and yeah, there's two videos on that. I think Arch Linux, because I human error. I'm stupid, and I I broke my own Arch Linux. It has nothing to do with Arch Linux. It's a human error. I messed up. Here, and then I basically got everything running up again. After doing all this, though, you pretty much got it. You at least know where to find all the information, or how to use AI, or how to basically troubleshoot and fix things on your own. Steam Deck right here. Got rid of what's it called, a lot of games in my backlog, just playing them and then not even streaming them. Just right now I'm what's it called, emulating a bunch of old games that I've never got to play when I was a kid. Poor. All I had was the Nintendo. I still had the N64 in my bedroom and stuff. But anyways, I just choose to do everything on the Steam Deck and then play it and then upload it. I don't live stream it because I'm planning later on in the future to live stream, like if anything older than like Nintendo Wii games. Let's see, for the Xbox 360 games, anything newer, I mean, not older. And then PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 3 and above, those games would be able to run better on the PC, so I could later on in the future, after I get rid of my backlog or my Steam library games, complete them, finish it, finito, then I will live stream those emulated games on my PC, on Arch Linux right here, so you guys can see how it runs and stuff. Anyways, and then from here, this is where I start Boot.Dev, and you can follow along me struggling to learn Python. Anyways, yeah, my playlist is the Arch Linux from Gamer to Engineer um, playlist. Let's see. It is from Gamer to Engineer live streams. This is where you're gonna be able to find all that nerdy shit. Everything else is like pretty much gameplays, and I do unboxings and reviews and stuff. Ignore this one here, World of Mythology. I'm gonna delete this one as soon as I'm done with this class this semester. It's a video that I have to keep uploaded until they finish grading, or give me the grade for this class and stuff. Hopefully it passes it. And yeah, that's another thing. It's looking like I'm gonna get my associate's degree, and I just gotta pass 3 computer science classes that I'm taking in the community college level, and then I'll have my associate's degree. Apparently, um, it takes a while for you to be able to receive it. Like, I don't care for walking the stage or any of that shit. I'd rather just go pick up my degree or whatever, or have them mail it to me, whatever. I don't really care about that. Once I get the associate's degree, I don't know, put it on the wall, I guess. I don't know. I'm aiming for bachelor's degree and then hopefully master's degree after doing that in the university level. So the associate's degree is gonna become obsolete. Anyways, either way, let's get back to Boot.Dev. That's enough sharing updates. All right, continue learning. Echoes of the ancient. Yo, buddy, what up? Let us continue. Boot.Dev not. Alright, so let's see. We did logical operators yesterday. We're on the nots. Not. We skipped a very important logical operator. Not. The not operator reserves the result. It returns false if the input was true and vice versa. Print not true, it prints false. Print not false, it basically does the opposite. The operators and, or, and not are logical operators. All right. Binary numbers. Can you guys hear me? Have I been I forgot to check. Sometimes I forget to check to see if OBS is actually running correctly. And then I end up having a restart. Alright. Let's see. Alright, I hear my voice. Now let's continue. Alright, binary numbers are just base 2 numbers. They work the same way as normal base 10 numbers, but with 2 symbols instead of 10. Base 2 binary symbols 0 and 1, base 10 decimal symbols 0 through 9. Alright. Each one is a binary number in a binary number represents an ever greater multiple of 2. In a 4-digit number, that means you have the 8's place, the 4's place, and the 2's place, and the 1's place. Similar to how in decimal, you would have thousands place, the hundreds place, the tens place, and the ones place, alright? So it's just a different multiplier. Click the video or to hide the video. Now, let's watch it real quick. Then before I press play, let me again, because I tend to make a lot of mistakes. Desktop audio is on. Alright, microphone is on. I'll try to be quiet.
Most people have heard that binary is the language of computers, and they assume that means it's like some kind of confusing foreign language. But it's actually so much more simple than that. It's actually the simplest number system outside of unary, which, I mean, unary is actually just counting on your fingers and toes. But before we jump into binary, let's talk a little bit about the number system that you're already familiar with, decimal, or into binary. It means it's most people.
Shout out to let me get Echoes of the Ancient for thank you for subscribing or following. You're on YouTube, so yeah, subscribing. Thanks for subscribing. All right, let's continue the video. My bad, you guys.
That binary is the language of computers, and they assume that means it's like some kind of confusing foreign language. But it's actually so much more simple than that. It's actually the simplest number system outside of unary, which, I mean, unary is actually just counting on your fingers and toes. But before we jump into binary, let's talk a little bit about the number system that you're already familiar with, decimal, or base 10. And it's called base 10 because there's 10 symbols in the number system. These symbols. So this circle represents 0 things, or nothing. Whereas this symbol that looks like a line represents a single thing, 1 thing. This other symbol represents 2 things. This symbol represents 3 things, and so on. So representing the numbers 0 through 9 is really easy in decimal because we have 1 symbol per number. But like all number systems, it gets a little more complicated when we want to represent numbers that are larger than the total number of symbols that we have. So how do we represent 10 things? Well, we introduce a new spot. We call it the tens place. So we have the ones place where the symbol in that spot just represents that number itself. The tens place represents 10 times the value of the symbol found in that spot. So the symbols 1 and 0 represent 0 single things and 1 10 thing. Let's use another example, it might be more obvious. The symbols 2, 5, of course, represent the number 25, but it's because there are 5 things in the 1 spot and 2 things in the 10 spot. So we take 2, multiply it by 10, and add that to 5. Now, binary works the exact same way, but it's actually just a little simpler. Instead of 10 symbols, we only have 2 symbols, 0 and 1. And instead of ones, tens, and hundreds places, we have 1s, 2s, and 4s places. So let's just count from 0 to 8 in binary, and I think it'll start to make sense. 0 is just 0. 1 is just 1. Now, up till now, this is exactly the same as decimal, but we've run out of symbols. So now we add a 2's place. And to write the number 2 in binary, we put a 1 in the 2's place, and then we leave the 1's place as 0, just like we would have with the number 10 in decimal. So 1, 0 represents the number 2. Then, to count up one more, we just add 1 to the ones place. So 1, 1 is 3. Now we need another place. So let's add a 4's place. 1, 0, 0 is 4. 1, 0, 1 is 5. Now we can reuse the 2's place. So 1, 1, 0 is 6. And 1, 1, 1 is 7. Finally, the 9th number, 8, well, we need an 8's place. So 1, 0, 0, 0 is 8. All right, one last example. Let's take a big binary number and break down what it is. So let's take 1101, 0001. First, let's just visually mark what all the places are. We've got 1s, 2s, 4s, 8s, 16s, 32s, 64s, and a 128th place. So we have 128, 164, no 32s, 116, no 8s, 4s, or 2s, and a single 1. And then if we add all that up, we get 209.
All right. So, binary in Python. You can write an integer in Python using binary syntax using the 0b prefix. Okay. Print 0b0001, it prints 1. This prints 5. Leading zeros are often added for visual consistency, but do not change the value of a binary number. What does the binary number 110 represent in decimal? Alright, so alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times 2, 8. Alright. So I'm guessing 13. Yeah, I forgot I forgot the lesson already. Alright. So the 1s, 2s, 4s, 8s. 1, 2s, 4s, 8. So there's 1 8. 8 plus 1 1s, 2s, 4s. So 8 plus 4 is 12. If I'm out of breath, it's because I was lifting weights, dumbbells. If you guys want to get in shape, just like if you guys are watching TV, I highly recommend you work out during the ads or commercials. We're back in the old days where we had commercials. Like it's just we're going in circles here, like ads while live stream Netflix and shit, whatever. Anyways, in between your breaks, work out, do as much as you can, and then you'll get back in shape eventually. I gotta get back in shape. Alright, so what does the... Oh, okay, skip. Binary numbers are just base 2s. Same crap, right? Yep. Binary 1101 is equivalent to which number in decimal? 12. No. This is 8 plus 4 plus 1. So that's 13. Alright. Same stuff. What's the largest decimal number you can store in 5 digits of binary? So 1s, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 16 plus 8. Alright. So that's 22. Plus 4. That's 26, 27, 28, 29. Oh, I counted wrong. I messed up then. 1s, 2s. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 digits of binary. (16 plus 8). Am I messing up here? That's 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. I'm stupid. Get your shit together. Bitwise and operator. Bitwise operators are similar to logical operators, but instead of operating on Boolean variables, they apply the same logic to all bits in a value by column. For example, say, ooh, new challenge available, debuggable unit test. I'm not gonna do it though, but ADA it is like, ooh, butterfly, I got distracted. Anyways, for example, say you had the numbers 5 and 7, represented in binary. You could perform a bitwise AND operation, and the result would be 5. So 0, 1, 0, 1 is 5. 0, 1, 1, 1 is 7. Okay, this and this equals this. Okay. A 1 in binary is the same as true, while 0 is false. So really a bitwise operation is just a bunch of logical operations that are completed in tandem by column. So 0, 0, 0 equals 0. 1 and 0 is 1. 1 and, okay, this is like a computer logic and design class they teach you in the beginning of the first 2 weeks. You're doing this kind of stuff. But in programming is similar but different. Same but different. Anyways, a 1 in binary is the same as true. Okay. Ampersand AND is the bitwise AND operator in Python. AND is the name of bitwise operation. Excuse me. Ampersand is the bitwise AND operator in Python. AND is the name of the bitwise operation, while ampersand is the symbol for the operation. For example, 5 and 7 equals 5, while 5 ampersand 2 equals 0. How do you even say that? Do you say 5 and 2 or 5 ampersand 2 equals 0? 0, 1, 0, 1 is 5. Okay. Binary notation. When writing a number in binary, the prefix 0b is used to indicate that what follows is a binary number. 0b10 is 2 in binary, but 10 without the 0b prefix is simply 10. Okay. So 0b, everything on that side. That is 7. That is 5. Alright. Wait, was there more stuff that I could have read over here? No, there's not an arrow. Alright, putting it together. Alright. I'm on this part right here. Guild permissions. Putting it together. No. It was already blown out. So my bad, you guys. Alright, putting it together. 0b0101 ampersand 0b0111 equals 5. So this and this is 5. Binary 5 is 0b101. Binary 7 0b01111. Binary _5 and binary _7 equals 5. Alright, so this and this equals 5. Alright. So let me remember, the ampersand adds it together, or what does it do? Bitwise operators. Perform bitwise AND operation. The result will be 5. Five and 7. 5 and 2. 0, 0, 0. Let's watch the video. I'm confusing myself.
In modern web development, it can...
It's too low. Put the volume all the way up.
In modern web development, it can feel like bitwise operators are the kind of low-level primitives that only Arch users and Torvalds himself use, but that's only partially true. Bitwise operations are used all the time to build authorization systems, squeeze data into tight places for optimal storage, and ensure your network communications are error-free. Before diving into the bitwise AND operator, let's have a quick refresher on the logical AND operator. It operates on two Boolean or true-false inputs, and it only evaluates to true if both of its inputs are true. So for me to be a tall, handsome person, I need to be both tall and handsome, and as long as my mom is judging, I'm all set. Now, the bitwise AND operator is just like the logical AND operator, but it works with binary numbers. The binary digit 1 is the logical true, and 0 is false. So, a bitwise operation is really just a bundle of logical operations. So, for example, let's take the numbers 5 and 7. First, let's write them out in binary notation. Then, we'll just do an AND operation on each bit individually and build a resulting binary number. It's important to understand that a binary AND operation will always reduce the total number of ones in the output, which is why it's called masking or filtering. For example, if I have a large, seemingly random binary number, I can mask it with a number that has trailing zeros. And that just means that I only want to keep the first half of the original number and zero out the rest. I really hope this explanation helped. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel if it did.
Kind of. Alright. Guild permissions. Alright, sometimes applications store user permissions as binary values. If I have 4 different permissions a user can have, then I can store that as a 4-digit binary number. And if a certain bit is present, I know the permission is enabled. This can be a lot more efficient than storing entire strings. Alright. Come on. Grab it. Where is it? Where is it? There we go. Alright, let's pretend we have 4 permissions related to guilds in Fantasy Quest. Guild is just a fancy video game word for team. Alright. Can_create guild leftmost bit is 1000. Okay. So 2s, 4s, 8s, and 16. So that's 16. Can review guild second to leftmost bit 0B 0100. So that's 2s, 4s, 8s. 8. Can delete guild second to rightmost bit 0B 0010. So that is 4. Can edit guild rightmost bit 0B, that's 2. Okay. If a user has no permission, their binary permissions would be 0B, all zeros. Okay. If a user only has the can create guild permission, their binary permissions would be 0B 1000 or that. But a user with can review guild and can edit guild permissions would be 0B 0101. So they combined 2 of them. Okay. User permission is 0B0101. Can_review_guild 0B0100. Alright, so perform bitwise AND to get the user's review permission. So user review guild permission equals the user permission and or ampersand can review guild. Alright, let's see. Check if the user's review permission is equal to can review guild. Assignment. Let's look at the assignment. Complete each of the get whatever bits function. Alright, so these over here or these. Yeah, it's talking about this one, these 3. Alright. Simply use the bitwise ampersand operation on the input of the user's permission bits and the appropriate guild permission bits variable and return the resulting bits for them to be checked by the tests. So 4 values have been provided. Use the appropriate one for each function. Alright, so these 4. There's 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now it says the get whatever bits functions return the bits, and the test code compares the results with the original permission value to see if it matches. Alright. So we're gonna do something like this, right? All right. Actually, let's just ask it. How do I start? How do I start? Cause I'm stupid right now. How do I begin? Since I have a salmon. All right. Welcome, young adventurer. To begin this quest, you need to complete each of the get bits, okay, functions. Do you recall from the lesson how you can use the bitwise ampersand operator to check if a specific permission bit is set in user permission? So, alright, user permissions. Let me see. What do I have to look at over here on this side? Nothing. Nope. Alright, so def get create bits, user permissions, pass. So I have to return something. Okay. Simply use bitwise ampersand operation on the input of the user permission bits. Okay. And then you have 4 values have been provided. Use the appropriate one for each function. Alright. Get create bits. Can create guild. Alright, this one is for the first one. Get review bits. Okay. And what do I do with this? I put it somewhere right here, right? Can create guild. Is that equal to what? User permissions, user review guild permission. User permissions and can review guild. Where the hell is user permissions? Can create input 1, can create guild is right here. Can create bits. So the can create guild equal to, do I put user permissions? User permissions? No. And then let's see. Return. I'm not even sure if I'm on the right track, but let's see what it does. Return. Can create guild. What, that doesn't do shit. Oh wait, it does do something. One passed, one failed. Okay. So I am on the right track. Okay. Okay, where? Expecting can create false. Alright, so let's see. I don't even know how I'm on the right track. So I'm trying to get my brain to like remember and like kind of like navigate my own thought process, because apparently I'm thinking, but I'm not thinking clearly. I don't even know if I make sense to you guys. It's too early in the morning. All right. So the can create guild, I used it on here because of the get create. So all the cans over here, just I'm ignoring the can in front of it, and I'm matching the create with the create over here. So definition get create, so that means I'm using this one, the create one, create guild one. This one says review bits, so I'm gonna be using the can review guild, and so on. The can delete guild matches with the get delete the delete one right here. So the middle word is what I'm matching or using to match. And then get edit bits. I'm matching that with the can edit guild. Now I'm basically gonna do what I did here. We copy this. Alright. Then I'm gonna put that down here. Control V. And I'm gonna replace the can create guild with can review guild. I'm hoping that's all this is correct. We'll see in a bit. And then equals user permission, and then right here we have to return return can review guild. Alright, let's run it. And let's see. So right now we have 1 pass, 2 failed, 5 skipped. So let's run. Nope. I think I'm doing it wrong. I must be doing it wrong. User / permissions can review guild. So I am doing it wrong. Alright. Am I on the right track? Okay, you made a start. I see you're trying to assign user permission to can create guild and can review guild. However, the goal is not to assign the user permission to these variables, but rather to use the bitwise and operator to extract the specific permission bits. So instead of the equal sign, I'm gonna use the ampersand. Ampersand, where the fuck are you? Over here. Alright, ampersand. And then let's run it. 0 pass, 3 failed, 5 skipped. Alright, so I'm fucking up again. Alright, let me finish reading this shit. You made a start. User permission to can create guild and can review guild. However, the goal is not to assign the user permissions to these variables, but rather to use the bitwise and operator ampersand. So and to extract the specific permission bits. Excuse me. Excuse me again. Alright, so remember the lesson explains to check for, say, the can review guild permission. So the can review guild permission, we can perform a bitwise and operation on their user permissions, and the enabled can review guild bit 0b100 0b0100. If the result is 0b0100, again we know they have the specific permission. Alright, so the first one must have been correct, right? Alright, because if we run, no, this is 0 pass now. Okay. Let's see, what is it doing over here? User permissions is this. Can review guild is this. Perform bitwise and to get the user review permission. User review guild permission. Okay. Can review guild. Okay. And then ampersand can review guild. So the user permission okay. Can create guild ampersand user permissions. Okay. I think that first part was correct. Or this is not even the first part of this. I have to have user review guild permission. So can create guild permission. Okay, let's see. I don't even know what I'm doing right here. Um, um, shit, what am I doing? Under slash permission, under slash. Right, and then go down here, permission. Maybe I'm not on the right track. I am not on the right track. I am confused. Alright, so fear not, young wizard, you are indeed closer in get create bits. You've correctly used the bitwise and ampersand between the can create guild. Alright? And user permissions. That's a great step in the right direction. However, in the get review bits, so this one is good. I just have to continue doing this like format. I'm hoping. Cross my fingers. However, in get review bits, while you are performing the bitwise AND operation, can review guild and user permissions, you aren't storing the result of that operation. Instead, you're returning the original can review guild value. Remember, the goal is to return the result of the bitwise AND operation. Take a look at how you stored the result in the first one. Okay, I have to approach it the same way. So, let me copy this shit. Copy. Go to the front, put the equal sign, space. Go over here, Control V, and then under slash permission. PERMISSION. Alright. Can under slash review under slash guild under slash permission. And then right here, return under slash permission. Alright. Oh, I fucked up. Oh, spacings? There. One passed, two failed. Alright, so it's one less failed, one passed, 5 skipped. So I have to complete everything in order for it to work. So I'm slowly seeing the changes. So I'm on the right track. So I'm just gonna do it all the way through and then run it, see if it works. Alright, let's go back up here. So the can delete guild one, excuse me. Enter, Control V, and then under slash permission. And then equals, damn it. Damn it, I pressed tab again. Glove 80 freaking keyboard. There we go. Ampersand. User permissions. Then down here, I'm gonna put can delete guild permission. Copy that. Put right. Or return it. Return space. Return this. Can delete guild permission. Now let's get edit bits. Can edit guild. Under slash permission. And then equals that ampersand user permissions. But before, let's do this. Return that under slash permission. Alright, let's copy user permissions and put it here. Alright, the can edit permission, and then change this to return. Alright, let's run it and see if it's good. 3 passed, 0 failed, 5 skipped. Alright, I don't know what's skipping, but the 3 are passing and then no failures, so that is good. And submit. Alright, okay. Something's clicking in there, but not enough for me to be able to explain to you guys, so I'm gonna have to go back and then review like what happened. Let's do it right now. Fuck it. Okay, so bitwise and operator. Bitwise operators are similar to logical operations, but instead of operating on Boolean values, they apply the same logic to all the bits and a value by column. For example, say you had the numbers 5 and 7 representing a binary. You could perform a bitwise AND operation and the result would be 5. Okay, so this and this equals this. Okay, 0, 1 in binary is the same as true, while 0 is false. I understand that. So really, a bitwise operation is just a bunch of logical operations that are completed in tandem by column. Okay, so these two have to match 0. These two have to match 1. If these don't match, it goes to false automatically. Alright, ampersand is a bitwise AND operator in Python, and is the name for the bitwise operation, while ampersand is the symbol for that operation. Okay, so I'm supposed to say and. For example, 5 and 7 equals 5, while 5 and 2 equals 0. Okay. We're writing a number in binary prefix, okay. Got that. Putting it together. This is the part of the assignment given. So putting these together. That's true, that's false, that's true, and that's true. So true, 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 false, true. Binary 5 and binary 7. You lead the Moonlight Shade League? What the fuck is this? Leaderboard. See how you stack up against other learners. Lessons completed today. Okay, karma earned all the time. What the fuck? League leaderboards. You are the Moonlight Shade League. Okay, I'm in the Moonlight Shade League, and I'm the top daily learner. If you're position 1, I'm position 1 of 25 league members. Fred is catching up. John, Jason, John, Jacob, Jingerheimer, Smith. I got ADHD. I think. Top league learners. I'm 9th. Let's see. Global learners. I am 6,237. Top community members. I am 67,268. Recent archmages. I am not one. Okay. Alright, let's go back. Oh, let's move on. Yeah, let's move on. Bitwise and and operator. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna switch the scene right now, and I'm gonna mute my mic. I need to wake the fuck up, so let me go to selfie mode. Whew! Gotta stay in shape. Or get back in shape, actually. Alright. Let's get back to this. Still gotta catch my breath, so. Alright, bitwise pipe operator. As you may have guessed, the bitwise OR operator is similar to the bitwise AND operator in that it works on binary rather than Boolean values. However, the bitwise OR operator ORs the bit together. Here's an example. Let me catch my breath, you guys. Alright. Bitwise pipe operator, as you may have guessed, the bitwise OR operator is similar to the bitwise AND operator in that it works on binary rather than Boolean values. However, the bitwise OR operator ORs the bits together. Here's an example. 0101 is 5, 0111 is 7. A 1 in binary is the same as true while 0 is false. Excuse me. So a bitwise operation is just a bunch of logical operations that are completed in tandem. When two binary numbers are ORed together, the result has a 1 in any place where either of the input numbers has a 1 in that place. Pipe is the bitwise OR operator. I keep calling it pipe. OR is the bitwise OR operator. Alright. 5 pipe 7. 5 OR 7 equals 7. 5 OR 2 equals 7 as well. How does that work though? Five or 7 equals 7. 5 or 2 equals 7. Okay, hopefully I'll explain why. Guild permissions. Guild is a team of 2 to 4 players. Here are the guild specific permissions. Can invite minus the leftmost bit 0b 16. Can kick minus second leftmost bit 8. Can enter dungeon minus the second to rightmost bit. Alright, the second to rightmost bit is 4. Can surrender minus. Is that a minus, or is it just pointing to like the can surrender is the rightmost bit? Yeah, I'm thinking of it as a subtraction, but it's not. Can surrender is the rightmost bit. 2. Yeah, correct. 2. When players are in a guild together, they gain all the permissions of all the other members of the guild. For example, if Jack has the can invite permissions 0b1000, Joe has the can kick permission 0b0100, then when they are partied together, they should both have the can invite and can kick permissions. So, and can kick permissions is 16 plus 8, 24. Alright, the assignment. Complete the calculate / guild perms function. Complete this function. It takes as input 4 binary numbers representing the separate permissions of each member of the guild. Excuse me. Excuse me again. So this one, this one, this one, and that one. These 4. It should return a single binary number that represents the combined permissions of all the members of the guild. So use a series of bitwise OR operations to calculate the superset of all member permissions. Superset. Or subset. Superset. Alright, superset redirects here for other uses. See superset. A set is a subset of a set of B elements of A are also elements of B. B is then a superset of A. Okay. Tip. you can chain the OR operator. Alright, so I'm just gonna get complete the calculate guild's permission. Single binary number. All members of the guild. Calculate guild permissions. So I'm just gonna name it all permissions. Let's do that. All / guild / perms is equal to fuck. Press tab again, my bad. Equals I'm gonna put all of these 4, copy, put here, paste them, then I'm gonna replace this symbol with the piping. Nope. Shift. Okay. Let's do that. Okay, and then I'm put return all guilds permissions. All guild perms. Yeah, okay. Okay, so I got that. I gotta read it slower. I gotta let it go through my mind and process before like moving on. I'm trying to read it quickly for you guys. I'm doing it for the stream basically. Well, I need to slow down so I can actually like think about what I just read. Next. Damage meter and converting binary. Alright, damage meter. You've been working with a group of interns to build a damage meter for Fantasy Quest. It's not going well. Assignment. Fix the intern syntax error. So the calculate _DPS function should accept 2 arguments, but due to syntax error, it is being called with 4 instead. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Should only be 2, so I'm guessing delete these 2. Use the proper delimiter for thousands so that the numbers are still easy to parse visually. The 2 numbers should be damage 8 million times time 45, damage 10 million time. Okay, tip. It says in normal text, 1 billion is 1 billion written with commas as the delimiters for better legibility. Oh, okay. So the _. In Python, commas can't be used in this way, but you can use underscores instead. Alright. So let's delete underscore. Delete underscore. Delete underscore. Delete underscore. Okay. Run. Oh, That did not work. Alright, because this, maybe these have to dots. Right? No, no. Wait, time 45. Oh, okay, never mind. This one has to be a comma. Okay. And then it says 10 million times 49. So it has to have two parameters. I made it from 4 parameters to 1, which is another mistake. So it needs 2. So now it has 2 parameters. There we go. Submit. Got it. 16. Last lesson of the chapter. Alright, let's see. I've been streaming for about 1 hour. Let's get this done before I stop streaming. I gotta get back to working out a little bit, getting out of shape. Got this gut I gotta get rid of too. Converting binary. Fantasy Quest needs to migrate all data from strings that look like binary to integers that the binary strings represent. For example, 100 to 4, 101. This is 5 and this is 18. Okay. The built-in int function can convert a binary string to an integer. It takes a second argument that specifies the base of the number. Binary is base 2. For example, this is a binary string. Binary _ string equals 100 or 100. Convert binary string to integer. Number equals, or num equals int, the binary string, this, and 2. Print num equals 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. What does the 2 do? Oh, okay, the binary base of 2. So if you change the second one, if you put it at 10, it will be, instead of 4, that would be 100. Okay. Assignment. Complete binary string to int function. This one right here. It takes 3 binary strings. 1, 2, 3. Correct? Okay. As input and returns each of them in the same order as integers. Each integer is the numerical value of the string when interpreted as binary. For example, data A, data B, data C equals binary string to integer. Okay, you could put them all in there. Okay, 100, 100, 101, 110. Print data A. Okay. Wait. I can't even see the whole thing. Is there, it takes 3 parameters, or 3, 3 strings. Print data A, 4. Oh, okay, because over here it's already main _ test.py. Alright, so they're already they're already defined. Like num servers already has an integer or string connected. Alright, so complete this function. Do I just print it or do I return it? I'm wondering if I leave this alone and then put something after it right here, or if I just change it up here. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is copy this shit over here, and then copy this, replace, let's see, replace this. So num equals integer of this, base 2, then I'm put return num. Okay, return num, and let's see if it works. Oh shit, no it did. Type error. Okay, what's the assignment? Binary string to function. It takes 3 binary strings as input and returns each of them in the same order as integers. Um, do I... What am I doing? Am I printing it out? One ten 1 0. What the fuck am I doing? What am I doing wrong? Let's see. Integer of maybe we put this in here. No. Maybe. No, that doesn't do anything. Int takes at most 2 arguments given. Okay, complete the binary string to int function. It takes 3 binary strings as input and returns each of them in the same order as integers. Each integer is a numerical value of the string when interpreted as binary. So I'm just gonna ask it for help. Help. Do you want to ask Boots a question? Yep. It says you're close cub, but int in Python can only take 2 arguments. Alright. That's what it said down here. Int string value base. Your line num equals int numbers servers run. Okay, it's trying to pass 4 arguments, which is why you see the type error. Think about this. How could you convert num servers from binary from binary to an int using int. Says then do the same for num players and num admins. Finally, how could you return all three converted numbers from the function? Try adjusting your code with those questions in mind. Show me your next step. What if I put int up here and then uh, no. How could you convert num servers from binary to int using int? Okay, maybe I'm on the right track. Maybe not. Let's put binary. Return num. Run. Nope. That doesn't work either. Alright, so oh, do I yeah, I'm gonna have to type all that shit in. Okay. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot, isn't it? Num servers. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna put binary / num servers equals integer binary num servers copy num servers right here. Control V 2. All right. So now I'm converting the string. Let's see. Binary. Okay. Let's delete that. That's supposed to be a B. Binary num servers. Integer num servers. 2. Base 10. So this converts it into binary. And then I'm gonna have to do that for this. Copy. Enter. Binary / num players is equal to int num players base 2, and then let's copy that and replace num servers down here, and then one more time. Let's copy the whole thing actually. Save a little bit of time. Control V. Let's see, num admins. Copy this one right here. Plug it in there and plug it in here. All right, and then the last step would be num equals It takes 3 binary strings as input. It returns each of them in the same order as integers. Each integer is numerical value of the string when interpreted as binary. Should I put this up there or within here? Let's see. Takes 3 values. I think I'm doing it wrong. Ah, let's see what this does. Three failed, 3 skipped. Okay. Inputs 1, 10, expected 1, 2, and 10. Oh, okay. Let's get rid of this. And then return copy. This, comma, space, and then the second one, and then the third one. Maybe that's what I was supposed to do. Maybe that's what I was supposed to do. Run it. Yeah, that's what I was supposed to do. It's all coming together. All right. Submit. Yay, I got it right. Minus 60% XP because I used boots the first time. I needed help to get in the right path, but yeah, I got it. What's up? All right, next. I'm on chapter 7. Cute ass dog, man. Fucking German Shepherd, man. Comparisons. Then loops, lists, dictionary, sets, errors, practice, and then quiz. I want to keep going. I have to stop though, because I'm almost at an hour and 20 minutes. Alright, plus I haven't streamed any games, so I'm thinking of streaming after this stream, and after I take a little workout break. Is it even a break if you work out? Whatever. My kind of break. And then I'm gonna stream where winds meet and continue playing it, because I haven't played that in a while. I've been playing I've been playing Loader, the Two Towers on my Steam Deck. It's emulated. Right. Live. No. Restore the tab. Firefox is gonna be messing with me right now. Yep, it's messing with me right now. Probably because I'm streaming. I'm doing too much at the same time. Jesus. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Whatever. Yep. It's messing with me. Whatever. Take my word for it. I'm playing Loader, the Two Towers Xbox version on my Steam Deck because I'm emulating. Let's check my notifications. Streak lost. Okay. Chest earned. No announcement. Bookmarks are live. Open the chest. I got more salmon. Achievement unlocked. Okay, sharpshooter. Silver. Says complete 3 sharpshooter sprees. 66.24% of members have earned this achievement. So I'm not special. New challenge. New announcement. Bookmarks. Mark all as red. Let's go to leaderboard. Alright, you're in I'm first in this league for the top daily learners. Alright. But I'm ninth on what? Top league learners? You're in ninth out of the league. Jesus Christ. Tech data 22,000. Yep. I'm just at 2,940. Whatever's. I'm a level 12 apprentice now. So that's something. Alright. Alright, you guys, thanks for watching. You guys know what to do. Give me them likes, them dislikes. Comments down below. Look in the description for all the links to all my other channels over there. Remember, I'm on Twitch, I'm on Kick, Live, and I'm on Rumble and YouTube. So if you don't catch me live, you'll be able to catch those videos on my YouTube and Rumble. Alright, so that's all I got for you guys. I'll see you guys later on today, hopefully. And if it's not for Boot.Dev, it's gonna be me live streaming probably a game. Alright, peace out.